for wine tasting. Gavin, you're joining me. Do you like a bit of wine?
I like anything, Vicky. Scud it into me, I'm bonkers.
Right, OK. Tom Canavan, can you help us out today? It's rosé we're talking today, isn't it?
It is. We're talking about rosé wine. One of the hottest tickets of the moment. Rosé sales are booming. They have been for the last 3 or 4 years, and people just can't get enough of it. OK,
but it used to be a bit naff, did it not?
There was a kind of certain 70s feeling about rosé, you know, kind of pot noodle and slightly naff.
It's like Matthias, and my mum will kill me for this. She loves it, and she always brings it back from holiday, and that's her favourite wine. Is that OK?
Of course it is. Anything's OK. As long as you like it, it's OK. Now, Matthias was OK, but it was slightly sparkling, slightly sweet, and it was a very easy drinking wine. These days you get all sorts of styles, from the kind of sweet and easy drinking to quite serious rosé wines.
Right.
And I think we're going to have a look at a few today which kind of cover all of those bases.
OK, and is rosé a mix of red and white, or is that allowed? Is that
well, it's a kind of common misconception that all rosé is a mix of red and white wines. Now, in fact, all throughout Europe, it's not legal to mix red and white wines together, apart from champagne, where it's an anomaly. But basically, most rosé is just really a light red wine.
OK.
If you take a bunch of grapes, any colour of grapes, black, red, green grapes, and squeeze them, the juice is clear, and it will make a white wine. So you can make a white wine out of black grapes quite easily. Now, to get a red wine, you need black grapes, and you put the skins of the grapes in the fermentation tank, and then the colour leaches out of the skins, and you end up with a red wine.
Right.
So for rosé, all you do is you start that process off, then after a few hours,
whip the skins out.
Take the skins out, carry on making it like a white wine, and you get something that's kind of in between the two.
OK, just quickly, is rosé the same as blush?
It is. It's just an American term for the same thing.
Right. Let's start then. What's up first then?
OK, the first wine we have tonight is from New Zealand, and it's this. You see the difference in colour.
Absolutely.
In these two
I mean,
wines.
that looks like a red wine to me.
It does. It's like it really is like a light red wine. It's from New Zealand. It's called the Katoona Hills Rosé. It's in Marks and Spencer's at £6.99.
OK.
Hello. And it's made from Pinot Noir. So have a little sniff of it.
OK.
And I think
it smells like red.
It smells like a red wine. There are those Pinot Noir notes. There's some kind of strawberry fruit there. There's a little bit of spice there, I think. And if you have a taste of it, it's not so far removed from a red wine. There's a little nip of tannin, this thing that kind of dries the side of your mouth. But it's still got the freshness of a white wine. It ends up quite fresh.
It is very fresh. It is very fresh.
The good news about it too is that July is the big promotion month for rosé wines, because it's when they sell a lot of it. So in fact, all the way through July, the price of this drops to $4.66.
You like that? Do you like that one?
Oh yes.
Now,
goodbye.
You can't smell, can you? So
No.
you're just doing that just for effect.
Doing that.
Yes, that's great.
Marvellous.
No sense of smell. Right, Tom. Next, we'll get him to smell it again.
This is my challenge for tonight. Second wine, which is this much lighter coloured one.
Yes. Now, this is what I think when I think rosé.
Exactly. Now, this is a Provence rosé from Provence in the south of France, from the hills and the country just kind of north and west of Cannes and Saint-Tropez and Nice, so a beautiful part of the world. Posh bit of France, where this stuff goes down wonderfully well, as you can imagine, in the heat of summer. Now, this is made from Syrah and Grenache, two grapes blended together, and it's a much finer, lighter, and a really dry style. So again, have a little sniff of this one.
OK.
It looks good. It looks really good.
Sorry, Gavin. But there are kind of notes of red currant, grapefruit in this, I think. All those kind of light, crisp kind of fruits, not the luscious fruits, but the kind of lighter, crisper ones.
It's very different.
And having a taste totally different,
I prefer
very
this
dry.
one.
Yes, I do.
Absolutely. Do you prefer that?
It's a lot lighter.
It's much lighter.
It's light, it's dry, it's almost like a white wine, but it's just got that little fruitiness to it that says rosé as well.
Stephen Jardine will be reeling that he's not here. He's a big fan of the rosé.
He loves rosé, but he's in France, I think, isn't he? So he's probably enjoying a few bottles.
Yeah.
Lovely wine, this.
Love it. Bottles, not glasses.
Indeed.
You know, Steve.
A lovely wine, this.
What would you serve this with? Just
good question. It's a very good food wine. I would serve this basically with any pink food. I know it sounds a bit crazy, but pink wine, pink food. So salmon, prawns, things like that. It'd be lovely with that. This one is... And shrimps, indeed.
Is that the sort of true for rosés in the whole, to serve with pink food?
Well, it is. I mean, a deep rosé like the first one would actually go with just about anything. You could drink that with a steak if you really wanted to, you know. This one is £9.99 in Wine Rack.
Right.
But as we were talking about last week, Wine Rack has this almost permanent 3 for 2 offer. So if you're buying 3 bottles, the price of this will fall to £6.66.
That sounds good.
Which I think makes it a really good buy. It's a lovely wine.
Lovely. Now, you've brought a bit of fizz in for me as well.
I have.
haven't
This is the moment I'm dreading when we've got to
come
open
on.
this
I had a wee
fizz.
shake of that before we
yeah,
came
I
on.
thought you might.
I didn't really, I'm joking.
Makes for good television.
Do you get
I
any
think.
tips for opening bottles like this?
I have. I hope it doesn't all go wrong when I say this.
Okay.
First of all, the main tip is to make sure the sparkling wine is well chilled.
Right,
Because
okay.
it's when they're not well chilled that they've got a habit of popping.
Right.
Second thing is to grab the top of the bottle
Okay.
quite firmly and turn the bottle, don't turn the top. So if you turn that bottle and ease the cork
right,
up,
okay.
and just at the last minute, try and just bend the cork slightly so that when it comes out, it's more of a kind of hiss than a big loud pop
Lovely.
and a bang.
Okay.
So we'll have a little taste of this.
So what is this sparkling rosé then?
This is the Griffith Hill Sparkling Rosé. It's from Australia, and you can buy it in both Asda and Morrison's at £6.99.
Well, that's not too bad.
It's a good price. It's made from the classic champagne grapes, Pinot Noir and Chardonnay, but they've added in a little dash of Shiraz too, which Australians can do, just to give it a little bit of extra kick and a bit of extra body.
Lovely.
And again, because it's the summer promotion season, both those shops, Asda and Morrison's, have this down to £4.99 and
Okay.
£5 respectively, until next Sunday in Morrison's and until Tuesday in Asda.
Okay.
So again, have a sniff of this one. I think it's a lovely kind of bright cherry and strawberry
Kind of
fruit.
sweet, yeah.
Lovely, like
really
strawberry
nice.
sweets.
I'll
Beautiful.
listen to it.
You're going to listen to it instead of sniffing it.
It's a new technique, it might work.
Okay, lovely. Right.
In the mouth, lovely fruit again.
Oh, I like that.
Isn't it delicious? Now this wine, there's a big worldwide competition called
another
the
refill.
International Wine Challenge. And this wine won a medal at that competition, up against some wines which are costing 10, 20 times its price. So for a £5 a bottle, it's a summer banker, this one, I think.
What do you make of that?
It's a
Could
rosé
you,
summer.
could you sip that backstage?
Oh, hello.
Easy. What's your favourite out of them all?
It's hard between these two, I think. I mean,
Well,
for
that's
the
true.
fizz.
What about you, Tom? If you
Well,
had to pick?
With dinner, I would take this one.
Yep.
Drinking its own, the sparkling one is absolutely
Absolutely.
fantastic.
I'll go for sparkly all the way.
Love it.
Thanks very much, Tom. Good luck tomorrow night, opening
Thank you
night.
very much.
Thanks for tasting the wine as well.